attorney Michael Jaafar. Thank you both for joining me. Michael, tell us your thoughts, please, sir.
Yeah, I think this was a good day for justice. Every case stands on its own, and so it doesn't matter if you're serving 10 million years in prison for another crime. The victims of a different crime deserve to see you plead guilty or be found guilty of their crime. Also, from taking the passion out of it and just looking at the strategy from his attorneys, I think it's a great strategy, right? Because there's a tiny chance that they'll be able to overturn the murder conviction. Very, very minuscule, right? And if they're able to get a new trial and then have a new trial and win the new trial, right? There's a small chance of that, but there's a chance. And because of the fact that there's a chance of that, this makes total sense from their standpoint. It also makes total sense for the prosecution, because in South Carolina, I think it's the last state in the country that has this weird rule where your testimony, even incriminating testimony without immunity in an underlying trial, cannot be used against you in a future trial, right? And so there's a tiny chance that if he overturns the other conviction while pending a trial on these crimes, he would technically not walk out because he's serving time for the federal case, but he would be out of jail, you know, theoretically soon, right, after his federal sentence is done, which, again, it's not possible when you consider the fact that this trial, he probably would have lost it, and he would have lost it within a few months. But for the prosecutors, it makes sense that they accepted this deal because it guarantees that Murdaugh will be in prison unless in his 70s he can be released if he's able to successfully overturn the murder conviction and then, you know, get a new trial and win the new trial. So this makes sense for all parties, and it gives everybody closure.
Yeah,
so
I don't.
For those reasons, I agree.
Yeah, and I agree with you, Michael. But I also think, you know, when he got up there and testified and freely said in his criminal trial, yeah, I did all these financial crimes. In my mind, I'm like, yeah, he's going to admit to that. That one doesn't bother him to admit to it for whatever reason.